hope we're live. What's going on, man? Welcome back to the basement. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't even know if we're live. I really don't know. But it's late at night. It's 11:36 p.m. Got work done. Time to hop on here, get some drafts in. Let me know if you guys are seeing this. Let me look it up on my phone. I'm trying something different. This is OBS right now, the streaming software I'm using. I really don't know if this is gonna work. Let me know. Let me know if you guys can see me. I think it's working. I think it is. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Let me know. Let me know if you guys can see this. I'm using a different software for streaming this. That's why everything's like kind of different. Okay, you guys are in here. What's up, fellas? What's up? What's up, Brent? Are you still in here? Oh shit, hold on. Now, before I even introduce anybody, or actually no, I'll say what's up to everybody. Let me get this out of here. So this is what we're doing. Let me know how this looks. I feel like this will look pretty crisp. Oh, I screwed something up. Ah, shit. No, I screwed up. I had everything set up so that when I put a comment up, it would show up pretty nice. All right, hold on. This is kind of what I want. What I need to bring it down a little bit. I think that works, right? You can see you, and then it comes up. I think I got it to work. All right, I think that's good. Sabri, you're saying your channel is legendary, man. I appreciate that. I don't know if I would go. I don't know if I'd go that far, but I appreciate that. Oh, jeez. I did not take into account longer chats. So, oh man, how is this? This one's gonna come up real weird. Oh yeah, so I screwed that up. This one's gonna come up bad. Yeah. Yeah. Could I fix this right now is the question that I have. Could I fix this right now? I don't know if I'm going to be able to. We'll see though. Actually, I got an idea. Let's do this. Alright, everybody bear with me. This is going to be very annoying. Oh, not what I wanted to do. I got an idea here. This is my first time using this software. Oh, not what I want. Oh. Oh. Does that work? Hold on. All right. Now I gotta say that looks solid. All right. I think that looks good. I'll fix any other kinks I might have. Brent, you're telling me you think your channel has a good chance to hit 5K by Thursday? I hope so. I think 5K by week 1 would be sick. We'll see though. Appreciate that, Sabri. So I'd rate my team. It's tough. Oh man, so that doesn't fit on screen, but it's fine. CMC, Montgomery, Claypool. Yeah, I don't know. It's just tough to know. It's not like, okay, 12 team standard. I mean, CMC Robinson in the second. I wouldn't. Yeah, it's all right. What do we got in here? Sutton or Chenault? Sutton for me. Ben, what's up, Ben? Carter, what's good, G? W YouTuber. Yes, sir. All right. So, what we're here to do, hop in a nice underdog fantasy draft. I'm telling you guys, we only got 3 days until NFL season. I'm doing these nightly live streams until then. Let me know if I'm lagging as well, like in the face cam. Are we doing all right in terms of, like, am I moving around weird? I don't know. How is the connection for you guys? But we're going to hop into an underdog draft. We're going to do a best ball mania draft, the big bucks. $25, $1 million to first. And it's best ball, man. For $10, use my promo code Ron. You get a free $25 bonus when you deposit on Underdog Fantasy. Hop in there, play some best ball. I know a lot of you guys know my bimodal RB. You guys know my zero RB, hero RB strategies, all that good stuff. Do not just try those out in your home league. Run up some best ball drafts because you can hop on here. They're like paid mock drafts. Don't go to ESPN or Yahoo where people like time out after the first couple picks. Hop on Underdog. Get some practice in. For $10, you can get a $25 bonus. That's like 7 $5 drafts. So the best deal in all of fantasy, fellas. So we're going to hop in this one. I don't know how many of you have Underdog, so I'm going to give this a nice little swirl, a nice little countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow, so we are not even close to having this filled. All right, I don't want to wait forever, so we're going to also join one of the puppies, and whichever one fills first, we're going to hop in. You just joined the Patreon. I appreciate that, Sandushi. For those of you guys that don't know, on the Patreon, we got all the rankings on there. We got all the good stuff on there. All right, so we're going to join the puppy as well. Whichever one fills first, we'll do. Jeez, these ones fill fast, dude. All right, so we'll leave this one. So draft Pittman, Myers, or Callaway in PPR. Callaway for me. Let me know if we're in close enough. You guys want me to zoom in more? I can zoom in a little bit more. So what do we got? So content. You're probably the best fantasy guy. Pure numbers. I do use a lot of numbers. I appreciate that, brother. You're trying to convince your brother and dad to take Claypool over Thielen in the 6th. You failed, but then we got Claypool in the 8th. Okay. Looks good. Appreciate that. You said when Cook, Ridley, Waller in your draft yesterday. That's a solid start. PPR, Swift or Carson? Swift for me, but I know a lot of people don't agree with that. Just turned 18, but Washington doesn't let me use Underdog. You hate to see it. No problem. He messaged me back when you get some time. Of course, man. I make sure I check out all the Patreon messages before I go to sleep and when I eat lunch usually. All right. So we're hopping in here. We got the 111 spot. I haven't drafted from the back half of the draft in a while. I guess we'll go. You guys want to go draft board? I don't know. Is there, or we could go. All right, let me pop this out real quick. No, I do not wish to enter autopilot mode. And then we'll move myself here. Okay. Do I feel comfortable with Javonte as my RB2? Yes, sir. Do you guys see the report that came out on Javonte? Dude, a lot of people in my comments telling me my Javonte video is whack and Melvin Gordon is this and Melvin Gordon is that. Do you guys see the comment from the coach, Vic Fangio? Vic Fangio was talking up the boy. He was talking him up. Javonte Williams is that guy. And I have Javonte Williams as my RB2 in quite a few places. Do I think Laviska is this year's Deontay from last year, but more upside? I think that's fair. I don't think Laviska gets there the same way Deontay did. How Deontay just had like 11 targets per game and went crazy from a volume standpoint. Oh damn! So now my face is getting blocked by this. Okay, so that's actually bad. But yeah, I think that Laviska could be that kind of like breakout guy. In the basement, yes sir, as always, grinding out here. Alright, so who are we looking at on the clock? I like Kelsey. I like Diggs. Man, I like Saquon, JT. Like Aaron Jones. Alright, so Diggs goes, Eckler goes. Let's get I don't draft a lot of Aaron Jones, but let's get some Aaron Jones exposure real quick. Or maybe some Saquon. All right, I'm gonna take. We'll take Saquon. Whatever. How many people we got in here? Oh, we're already back on the clock. Aaron Jones didn't go. Let's go Saquon Aaron Jones. I don't have any Saquon Aaron Jones teams. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. You cool with Javonte week 1? As long as the rest of your team is stacked, I'm fine with Javonte week 1. I'm not saying he's like a must start week 1, but it's just the quote is good for him in his early season usage, if you will. Said you got a lot of Javonte. Me too. What's up, EG3? To be fair, what else is Fangio supposed to say? But I do like Javonte. Got a lot of him too. Just not reading too much into those comments. Yeah, but at the same time, like you would think that like most coaches are gonna default and say that their veteran guy is the guy. Like if you go back and look at, like Nick Chubb's rookie year, a lot of the coach speak coming out of that camp was a lot of the coach speak coming out of that camp was hyping up like Carlos Hyde. What do you feel about Darrell Henderson week 1? What do you feel about Darrell Henderson week 1 as my potential RB2 or Ronald Jones? Probably go Henderson there. I'm going to be putting together my weekly rankings, not tomorrow, Thursday. I think Thursday, and then our start-sit video will be out on Friday. I could be wrong, though. He said Swift is your RB2, Claypool wide receiver 3, Javonte RB2, and Amari wide receiver 3. I prefer the... That's tough, man. I probably prefer the Claypool Swift side, but that's tough. Superflex League, where are you trying to draft a quarterback? Mostly early. Where am I comfortable taking Javonte? The earliest I take him is late 5th in a 12-man. What do you think of this RB group in my 10-man? Cook, CH, Henderson, Carter, Moss. It's hard to comment on it without like knowing like everything, but I think that's like solid. How long before Sermon starts for the Niners? As in like gets like the first carry? Probably a few weeks. I still think that he'll probably mix in and get some touches though. Do you like Javonte or Gus Edwards? I have Javonte ahead of Gus Edwards on the ranks. Damn. I gotta... Man. I can fix the comment shit, but it's annoying. So best fantasy content. I don't know why I said fantasy content. Best fantasy content. Love if you rate my team. 10-man PPR kicker and D. First team. Kyler, Aaron Jones, Swift, Keenan Allen, maybe Tyreek Hill, Pitts, Higgins. Second team. It's a lot to go through, brother. Second team, Dak, Najee Harris, Barkley, Lamb, Godwin, Kittle, Odell. It's hard, man. These rate my team stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. Like, I don't know. Without like seeing like a screenshot and stuff, there's really only so much I can say when I look at a list of last names. So I don't know. I would say that those are solid, brother. Those are solid. What's good, Jackson? All right, what else we got? What else we got going on here? All right, so we got Kittle, Mahomes, Amari Cooper. All right, so why? Oh, Jesus. I'm not even in the draft. I'm literally not even in the draft. Let me know how everything's looking right now. I feel like we're all right. I don't know if we're looking laggy. I feel like probably the website's a little bit laggy for you guys. I genuinely cannot believe that DeAndre Swift is still here. We will go DeAndre Swift on the 4th if he's there. Oh, if we could go Amari Cooper, DeAndre Swift, I'd feel very good about this team. And then we wouldn't even draft another running back. All right, so those are our 2 guys locked in. Who does he go with? Of course he goes Amari. Man, oh man. That's tough. I'm going to go Woods here. I don't take a lot of Woods. Like, I want DeAndre Swift, but I end up with him in every single draft. If he's here at the 402, we'll take him. I refuse to take DeAndre Swift inside of the 3rd round if you guys are going to give me this kind of discount. Everybody's giving me this discount on Swift. And then we're not taking another running back for the rest of the draft. Any mid to late RB with higher upside than Sermon? Not really, man. Not really. I would say once you get into like that round 7 and 8 spot, he is probably the highest upside running back there. Just because of the team he's on, he's a 3rd round running back. He could be better than we think. What's your list of running backs that you truly believe have legendary upside? If we're talking just the first 2 rounds, I believe obviously that the big 3, so McCaffrey, Cook, Kamara. It also depends on where you draft them, right? So if you draft your team, maybe I move my camera here, Jackson Miller. I think that this is kind of like a weird spot, but also it works. I could find a better spot for comments, but I don't know where else to put it. All right. I think that works. I think that this works. What was I answering? Okay, so list of legendary running back or list of running backs that have legendary upside. Let's go to this view for a second here. Let me put myself here. Or wait, let me to the pop out spot. Yes, sir. So I can actually go back down here. All right, so I think McCaffrey, Kamara, Cook. I think Saquon, Aaron Jones. Remember, once you get into the 2nd round, you don't need like this is here you need like 23 points per game, but then as you get farther and farther back, you need less points per game to get that win rate up because of the cost you're getting them at. So I think the big 3, I think Saquon, I think Aaron Jones, Jonathan Taylor, Gibson, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, maybe. Mixon's a maybe. But I like the core guys are these 3. Saquon, Aaron Jones, Jonathan Taylor, Antonio Gibson. Those are pretty much the guys that I think have that legendary upside. Now, obviously, that's up for interpretation. If you think that a guy has more upside, that's obviously up for debate, you know? But, yeah. McCaffrey, Kamara, Cook. Cook has insane efficiency. You have Kamara, who has really high reception total. You have McCaffrey has a really high reception total. Saquon, we know who that guy is. He's going to, like, if Saquon is healthy, he would be in this range for me. Then Aaron Jones, if he gets more receiving work, he could get into like 80 catches and 20 touchdowns on that offense. Jonathan Taylor is a stud, like a guy that could just be like Adrian Peterson, kind of like Dalvin Cook 2.0. And then Antonio Gibson could just have that McCaffrey type year 2 and go crazy. You said who won the dynasty trade? JT and Jamar or Metcalf and Swift? That's close, but I'd probably take Metcalf and Swift there. You gonna do another one? No, sir. Just one per night, fellas. One per night of these drafts. It's like what midnight right now. Thoughts on TJ Hawkinson? Love him, man. He's probably going to lead that team in targets, and I'm down to just kind of follow the targets when it comes to these tight ends, especially. TJ Hawkinson especially, he seems like that guy. He's coming out of Iowa. He could take that jump like Kittle did. Now, obviously, we don't know for sure. But yeah, man, I don't mind him at all. EG3, you got to put those notifications on, brother. Notifications on. I think the stream was like idle for a while I was getting all this set up. But yeah, the stream has an alert in the Discord. The stream has an alert if you have notifications on the YouTube. It's just tough, man. It's tough. It's tough to get everybody in these. Allen, Waller, Swift. You guys are already making. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't really make trades prior to week 1. I get a lot of these questions talking about like, you know, people asking me like, oh, should I make this trade prior to week 1? Prior to week 1, man, I'm telling you guys, you don't really need to be making many trades. At least in my opinion. Unless if you're, I don't know, like the only time you make a trade is like if you're absolutely fleecing somebody. But I don't really play in leagues with like idiots, you know, that you could just like fleece. I also like, I don't know, it feels kind of scummy just like trade raping people and shit. A lot of leagues I play in, you can't even trade in seasonal leagues, but I kind of prefer it that way. I've kind of talked about that. Like I used to love trading for seasonal, but it's like, I don't know, it's just coming to a point where you're like trading $5 for 5 singles most of the time, or you're just like someone's just trying to absolutely take advantage of you. So in this spot, we're done with running back. I think Hawkinson is an interesting idea. I think we need to really get some wide receivers going though. So we're gonna go Robbie. This guy takes Hawkinson. That's all good. I think the camera's in a decent spot now. Let me see what we're working with. I think Visca would be fun. I guess Hawkinson would be. Oh, there goes Visca. Do we need Hawkinson? Let's not go Hawkinson. I think that we need to get another wide receiver here in round 6. I'm not a fan. I mean, I don't really even like Antonio Brown at this cost. Yeah, I don't like Antonio Brown at this cost. We're going to go Sutton. Sutton, I think, is an absolute steal at, like, pick 70-something. I have Laviska Shenault as, like, I guess this is exactly the range where I have... Or, I mean, Sutton. Sutton and Robbie Anderson is, like, the range where I have these guys. Thoughts on Miles Sanders this year? Miles Sanders is cool. I have a hard time believing that I don't think that he's actually that good. Like... When you have like these nasty running back seasons, a lot of them have to be sick, like very good. I don't believe that he is a super talented running back. I think we probably would have seen it by now. He has been getting some crazy workloads like during his career, so that is in his favor. But when we are talking about that offense with the Eagles, I think Jalen Hurts does take away some of his receiving upside. I do think that it seems like Kenny Gainwell is kind of working his way into things. So I am kind of becoming a fan of, you know, Kenny Gainwell, Boston Scott, like the other pieces of that backfield. And Sirianni has been known to kind of run a committee. So I don't hate Miles Sanders. I know he goes in like the 3rd and 4th in some leagues, so I'm completely out of him at that price. But if you can get him in like the 5th, I think that he's a fine pivot to the running back position by then. Who is a good IDP? Brother, I do not play in IDP, but I respect the format. I just, once you start adding defensive players, like I only really focus on the offensive players. You believe in the idea of 0 RB, but the problem is I have trouble benching my 5th and 6th round picks if I go straight wide receivers into tight end. Yeah, if wide receiver times 6 isn't ideal for 0 RB. Ideally, you want to get an elite tight end in there, an elite quarterback. Like ideally, you don't want to go 6 straight wide receivers. So, I get what you're saying. Am I comfortable with DeAndre Swift as my flex? I'm comfortable with DeAndre Swift as my RB2. I have Stafford, Chubb, Najee, Ayuk, Kupp, and Hawkinson. Yeah, man. Swift is a sick flex, man. Everyone's sleeping on Swift. Swift is going to come out here and have himself an absolute season. That's what people don't understand. Swift has everything lining up for him. The only thing that I can say, like, okay, like that, like, it's not a big deal if you fade him because of this, is the injury. If you're genuinely that scared off by the injury, then, like, fine. More power to you. But that's about it. So who do we have off the board? Raheem Mostert, Hawkinson, Antonio Brown, Corey Davis. Guys, I love Corey Davis. Like, Corey Davis is my dog. I'm a Jets fan. I love Corey Davis. But you're killing me when you're asking me to pick Corey Davis in the beginning of the 7th round. Who are the other guys that are on the board? We got guys like I can't take Corey Davis over Galladay. I can't take him over Gallup, Juju, Fuller. But I mean, he should be in this range. I think early 7 is just a little bit early for my liking. Said, why are you so bullish on Swift? I have a couple videos on Swift now, but Swift is this guy where he was a very strong prospect in a vacuum, like no draft capital taken in. He is better than Najee, Etienne, and Javonte as a prospect. Borderline better than JT. You could make the case that DeAndre Swift was a better prospect than Jonathan Taylor. He lived up to that hype last year. He finished as like RB18, RB17, RB16 in points per game. We're now drafting him at RB16, RB17, RB18. He's stepping in year 2. He's going to take a jump in year 2. He's very talented. We now have a coaching staff that coached Alvin Kamara, Austin Eckler, and Deuce Staley coached what's his name? I can't think of who Deuce Staley coached. Who are we taking here? 82. Will Fuller for sure. But DeAndre Swift is 100% in line. Like, he is going to be a guy that you needed to have on your teams. And if you faded him on all of your teams, I know a lot of people have. I think it's a mistake. He has everything lining up for him. His offensive line is better. I don't think his team is a dumpster fire like people think. How it's going to be. Like, people think that the team is just going to be bottom 1 in scoring. It's going to be more like, it's going to probably be like a fringe top 20, top 25 offense, which is fine. He's going to get all of the high leverage touches. We're going to just get another wide receiver. He's going to get receiving work. Jamal Williams isn't as big as people think. Jamal Williams and DeAndre Swift are like similar weights. DeAndre Swift was better on the goal line last year. I just don't really understand, man. I think DeAndre Swift is going to be locked into like a 60% opportunity share. He's going to be fine. And I don't really think, like, I'm not big into, like, you guys know I'm much more into talent. I'm much more into talent than I am situation. Like, we don't know for a fact that Lions offense is going to be like bottom 2. Like if the offense is like a fringe top 25 scoring unit, which isn't that crazy, Swift pays off pretty easily. What's up, Smooth Criminal? What's up, baby? What's up? Am I okay with Joe Burrow as a starting quarterback? Yeah, 100%. I wasn't huge on Joe Burrow at the beginning of the season, but I'm starting to come around on him just because volume, he has such crazy talents, and there is kind of this idea that, you know, the passing attack can make the offense at times, or make the quarterback at times. So it does get to a spot where, you know, you can see Joe Burrow just kind of getting elevated by Jamar Chase. If Jamar Chase balls out, Tyler Boyd is going to ball out. T. Higgins is going to ball out. So if like these receivers are going to go off and they're going to pass at like a top 5 rate like they did last year in neutral game scripts, then Joe Burrow will benefit from that. What do you think about Ty Johnson? I absolutely love Ty Johnson. And I think that we kind of have to get out of the mindset of like I get that Tevin Coleman is there, but Tevin Coleman is someone that gets hurt a lot. He's a veteran running back. That's like, he could be dust. He could get hurt. Like, I'm with you. I don't think that he's going to be like the main guy, but I think that he's going to be in a spot where he can work himself into like a main role, which is why I'm into Ty Johnson personally. And he's like very explosive too. He runs like a 4.4. Kind of looks just like Raheem Mostert, which is why I'm high on him, because of the San Francisco coaching staff that like Saleh brought with him to the New York Jets. But I get it. Yeah, Coleman's not there, but we're not going to get a guy in like the 15th, 16th round or whatever with like sitting in the RB1 chair, you know what I mean? But he has a clear path where he could be better than Tevin Coleman because Tevin Coleman could be dust. Tevin Coleman could get hurt because he's been getting hurt for the past like 3 years. So he has a lot of paths to get in there. I disagree. I'd rather be a year early on everybody. You could have said that last year. Oh, but I think we're a year early on DK Metcalf. I think we're a year early. You could have said that Christian McCaffrey, his second year. Oh, I think we're a year early on Christian McCaffrey. I'd rather be a year early on the young guys and a year early on the old guys, man. Year in and year out. Everyone, I love it, man. Everyone is like, the biggest mistake I think you can make in all of fantasy football is like, well, I need to see it before I can pay that price. I need to see it first before I draft him as my RB2. I need to see it first before I draft him as my wide receiver 2. It's the worst way that you could possibly play fantasy, man. The whole idea is that you want to draft for a profit. So if you're getting a guy that has the uncertainty because he hasn't done it before, if you draft that guy in the 3rd, 4th round, the whole idea is you want to draft that guy in the 3rd, 4th round that is going to be next year's 105 or 104. You know what I mean? Like you want to find that next guy that's where the profit is made. Who's my most owned QB? We could look at that in a second here. If Underdog will cooperate with me. We're actually 3 picks away, so we're gonna wait on that. Yeah, the idea that Swift was RB17 in points per game as a rookie splitting snaps. Yeah, literally 48% snap share. 48% snap share was the RB17 in points per game on not a crazy offense. It's insane. We're getting him at a crazy good discount right now. What tight ends are available? I'm going to need to get a tight end here soon. We're going to go Elijah Moore if he's here. We're going to go Elijah Moore if we can. We're going to go Elijah Moore, Marquise Brown if we can, and then worry about the rest of our positions. Because we're really sleeping on quarterbacks here. Damn, Elijah Moore goes. What wide receivers we have? Rams, Cardinals, or not Cardinals, Carolina. We have Rams, Denver, Miami. All right, so let's go Stafford. Let's go Marquise Brown, and then we'll worry about... Man, we might get thin at some positions here. He goes Trey Lance, Joe Burrow. Man, I might go Terrace Marshall here. How dusty are we going to get at quarterback? No, we can't. This has to be Stafford. Yeah, I'm all in on Swift as well. I'm all in on Swift. I don't know why I couldn't get that out of my mouth. Non-factor. Goff's going to dump off a ton. He's gonna be sick, man. Just did a draft. My first 4 picks: Zeke, Hopkins, McLaurin, Swift. You picked Zeke. Throw it all away, brother. No, I'm just kidding. I think that's a fine start. Where do you have Elijah Moore for rookie rankings? I had my rookie rankings prior to week, like, I had him, I want to say I had him as like wide receiver 4 in this class. What's the word on Carter? Strong fade. Strong fade for Carter. I didn't like Carter as a prospect. He had 4th round draft capital. Everyone out there wanted to tell you, oh, but the Jets had a 3rd round grade on him. They would have taken him in the 3rd round. Doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. Every single team out there, I can't stress this enough. Like, these rookies that go in the 4th round, like Amon-Ra St. Brown and Michael Carter, everybody out here wants to say, like, oh, but they had a 3rd round grade on them, so like they don't actually have the same hit rate as all the 4th rounders. There's no ADP in real life football. So like most of the teams had a 3rd round grade on their 4th round pick, or they had a 1st round grade on their 2nd round pick. It doesn't mean that historically, like, that Michael Carter, the 4th rounder, has just as good a chance to hit as Javonte Williams, the 2nd rounder, because the Jets apparently had a 2nd round grade on him. It's just not how it works. Is it worth the risk to trade my QB for someone else and get Jalen Hurts? If your league values quarterbacks in trade, that's one of the reasons I don't like to go early quarterback in drafts, is because you can't really trade them for anything in one quarterback leagues. Like, what is the trade market like for a Patrick Mahomes? I'd imagine you take a loss on what you drafted him in the draft for. You know, if you took him in like the 4th round over like DeAndre Swift, is DeAndre Swift owner paying DeAndre Swift to get Patrick Mahomes? Or, I mean, some people take Mahomes like the 2nd, bro. Is someone gonna is the DK Metcalf owner gonna trade you DK Metcalf for Patrick Mahomes? That's just a rant about people taking quarterbacks really early, because I think it's just like a way to set a pick on fire. Unless if you get like, I'll go like Lamar or Kyler in like the end of the 5th, like into the 6th. I don't mind that, but I think like Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes like the 2nd or 3rd round is idiotic. Tell these rookies to stop playing. Thomas Brady, is that the real one? Should I start Jarvis Landry or Jamar Chase in your flex? That's tough, man. I gotta dive in for my week 1 weekly rankings. I decided, I think today, that I'm gonna be putting out weekly rankings for the people on the Patreon. I also, dude, I honestly pissed away today. I got a video up. I edited another one, but I was supposed to do an outline and what was I saying? But I was talking about like, or I was thinking about today, like I don't even know what we're gonna be putting out like content wise in season. So let me know what you guys want to see. That was actually something I wanted to bring up on stream today, was like, I don't know, man. Like I think in season, I think for sure maybe I'll do like either like a live stream or just a normal video where I talk about like waiver wire pickups and then kind of break down what happened during the week. I want to do a video. Maybe I go to over like the top 10 takeaways for fantasy football from that week. So I want to do 7 videos a week for you guys. So that's 2. I wanted to do like, these are the ones set in stone. Those 2. I'll do what am I trying to say here? So waiver wire, top 10 takeaways, then like obviously like a start sit video. Then I want to do a trade targets video. Wait. So waiver wire. I'm an idiot. Hold on. Waiver wire. Trade targets. Start sits. Yeah, so I'm gonna definitely do like a start sit live stream on Sunday mornings. I'm gonna do a start sit video for my favorite start sits. We're gonna do a trade targets video, a waiver wire video, and then like a top 10 takeaways. But that gives me like 2 other spots where I don't know what I'm gonna do. I was thinking about like, we could do some dynasty content where I talk about like a rookie report. I could do dynasty buys and sells. I could bring on like an injury guy every week. Maybe I could find a Twitter doctor to come on every week and talk to me and kind of like break down some of the injuries that go on every week. Let's just pick 131. So I could do an injury doctor, have him come on, talk about that. We don't need running backs. We need tight ends. Are there just no tight ends here? We don't need any more running backs. I'm down for Gabe Davis. I was also thinking like maybe I could do a weekly video. I could do like a weekly video where I have like a show where I kind of like long form, like an hour long or something like that, where I kind of like talk about I don't know, just like kind of the landscape of fantasy, have like guests on every week, talk, kind of like recap what happened, talk about what's good in the future. I think we're gonna go with a Miami stack here. We'll go with Tua. I have to reach on Tua a little bit, but it happens. So like I said, definitely like start the week with like a waiver wire thing. I want to do like a top 10 takeaways video, start sits, trade targets, and then start sit live stream on Sunday. So that gives me 2. The problem is I see a lot of you guys saying DFS. 1, I'm not good at DFS. Like DFS is like a completely other game. We have to like get like super into the strategy of DFS. And 2, I'm only 20, so I don't even like, I can't play DFS. It's like the problem. But yeah, so I was thinking like maybe like have an injury expert on. I could do dynasty videos where I either do like dynasty buys and sells or like a dynasty like rookie report. Like every week I kind of go over like the rookies that are emerging and shit. I did see somebody in here said point out sleepers that you could plug into your lineup every week. That's interesting, but I might just cover those on like my point out sleepers that you could plug into your lineup, like in my start sit videos. I don't know what I wrote some things down, but that's what I pissed away all my productivity away doing, just kind of like overthinking what we're going to like. I have all my videos planned out for this week, but next week I genuinely have nothing planned. What were some other ideas? I had rookie report, dynasty buys and sells. Yeah, so that was pretty much it. Dynasty buys and sells, weekly show with an injury expert, which would be like whack. Or I mean, weekly show with an injury expert might be nice. A lot of people like the injury report stuff, where I'll have like a guy on. Like I could find somebody on Twitter that's like a doctor or whatever that does fantasy. I could have him on. I don't know if there would be someone that would be willing. A lot of things to think about, guys. Like, 'cause this is like my first time. We're definitely going to go. I've decided, like, just the way that the growth is going with you guys, and like we're not gonna be slacking. It's gotta be. We're gonna be still doing daily content, I think, through the fantasy season. But yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, mailbag segment is interesting. I think a mailbag show could be interesting. I think a mailbag segment would be kind of like mailbags. I already did a mailbag video, but that's when we were smaller. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking mailbag segment could work. You said you like the top 10 takeaways in a fantasy landscape weekly stream with a guest. Yeah, I think the with a guest that could be fun. Then I have to find the guest every single week. Find people that are willing to come on. I'll be honest, I do prefer the solo stuff, but like I think it'd be easier to have on somebody else and then kind of almost put the weight of things on them. You're saying 6 videos a week is plenty? It's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough because like yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking 7 just to keep on going daily. You know, no, 100%. I already have 2 of them. Like 2 of them will be streamed. So I think that we're gonna do a stream for the waiver wire. Like that'll just be a live stream, like me just talking shit. And then I'm gonna do Sunday morning stream. So I'm gonna be setting my lineups and then also answering start-sit questions. I'd love to have Nick up in here. He's a Titan though, bro. I don't know. He probably would come on if I asked him like very nicely, but probably wouldn't be like or I guess I could have him on like a guest for like one show. Yeah, exactly. No such thing as being burnt out. I'm too young to be burnt out. I'm also like, I don't know. My only like if I only did 6 videos a week, like pretty much it's like 7 videos a week. It's like 7 videos a week and then that's it. Or I do like 5 or 6 videos a week and then I also like deliver pizzas and like do other shit. Like I'm just in a spot right now where because I'm not going to school in the fall. Like all my bros are like at school right now. I'm not there because I'm out here making YouTube videos. So if I wasn't like pretty much either it needs to be 7 videos a week or it would be like 5 or 6 and then I'd also be doing other shit like delivering pizzas and all that. What else we got? I'm thinking Komet here. What are we thinking? Yeah, so Komet. We'll go Komet. We have 0 tight ends at this point. I think we're going to end up drafting 3 tight ends. This is going to be a weird team. This will probably be like a 2-3, 10-3. I think we got too thin at tight end here. Rams and Miami. Chicago. We'll go Hunter Henry here. Yeah, that's the problem, man. That's the problem. The algorithm loves me too much right now. I don't know why the algorithm keeps pushing my shit, man. But, like, the algorithm is being so kind to the point where I have to put out daily content. And yet, bro, Nick made 250K last year, but he had what, 50,000 subscribers? So that's why I'm really grinding, because we got to get to that spot. We have, like, I'm not seeing even a fraction of that until I get to, like, what, 20, 30, 40, 50K. And also Nick is a fucking genius, bro. So like when it comes to like marketing and like selling things and all that, like he really knows what he's doing in terms of like monetizing the channel and stuff. I'm trying to get better at that type of stuff. Yeah, like Corey and Danny definitely would be guests if I wanted to do a daily, a weekly content thing. I gotta figure that out. I would make it a Patreon tier, but I think it'd be more interesting to have it open to you guys, especially because I don't even have, like I said, like I don't even have ideas to make 7 videos a week for you guys on YouTube. Never mind on Patreon. Weekly position rankings. That's the other thing, guys. Like in terms of like weekly content, like no disrespect to any of the other fantasy channels out there. Like for me, like I just have too much like creativity. I want to give you guys more value than that. Like I don't really want to do, like I know that some channels out there do like, okay, we're gonna do running back. They're gonna do like what am I trying to say? Like running back start sits, wide receiver start sit, tight end start sit, quarterback start sit. And that's 4 videos, and I could just like sit here and like drone on about each of those, but it's like, I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan of those. Like I'd rather just do start sits in one video and then just have the rest to do like I don't know. Like start sits are cool, but like I don't want to just break down like the running backs. Like I could. I don't know. I got to think about it. I'm pretty much going to be like pretty much Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to be just really contemplating what we're doing for weekly content, because like in-season content is like new. Like last year, dude, I did like 3 videos a week during season, and like they all sucked. It was like I think trade targets, waiver wire, and start sits. That's what I did. It was those 3, and I sucked. What time do you think you'll be on tomorrow night? It's so tough to give a time for these. It does suck that your notification didn't work. That's bullshit. It's probably because we're literally uploading daily videos and we're doing streams, so it is getting screwed up in there. If I was to guess, I'd say like around 8 p.m. But I don't know. Tomorrow we're gonna be putting out. I'm not even sure what we're gonna be putting out tomorrow. I don't know. Tomorrow is going to be the worst picks ever. Alright, so I haven't been paying attention for a little bit here. So we have 15, 16, 17, 18. We have 4 more picks. 1 needs to be a tight end. The rest need to be wide receivers. Alright. Do we have any stacking opportunity with Rams or Miami? Rams. Deshaun Jackson, yes. And Miami. We have Albert Wilson, and that's about it. Alright. So, we're gonna go Deshaun Jackson. Yeah, Flock did blow up. In 1 year, man. Flock's got a different kind of work ethic. Like, you guys are telling me in here, like, oh, you don't gotta go daily, bro. Flock has been going daily and live stream. This guy, what I respect most about Flock, dude, Flock has an insane work ethic, bro. I'll give that to him, dude. Insanity, bro. He's insane. He posts video. Like, I don't know how he does it. They're posting videos every single day. They're edited very nicely. Like, he's even like, I don't know, dude. There's even times in the offseason where he was doing like basketball and dynasty content at the same fucking time. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. That's why, like here's the thing. Like, I could just, oh man, I gotta chill out. Like maybe 6 videos a week, 5 videos a week. But like when we got Flock, we got all these other channels putting out daily content. I gotta keep up. And I'll sleep in the offseason. I don't know, bro. Like, what would we say about like, I don't know, bro. Like when playoffs start up, like wild card through Super Bowl, I might just like, I don't know, man, because I don't want to fuck up the algorithm, but like wild card through Super Bowl, I might just say, you know what, I'm going to just kind of chill out, not make videos, kind of just take a vacation for like 2, 3, 4 weeks, and then I'll be back on the grind. I don't know. We'll see, man. I'll make sure that I don't get like burnt out or anything stupid. Said he gonna sell those TI-85s? Yes, sir. That's actually an interesting idea, Eduardo. That's interesting. You could look at other fantasy YouTubers, see what videos get the most views. That is literally the whole concept of being a fantasy YouTuber, I suppose. You kind of just see what works, and that's what I'm gonna do. I think it's gonna be a lot of experimenting because I have these ideas in my head, and it's gonna evolve. I'm still nowhere near. It's still nowhere near a finished product for in-season content because it is like, it's very like, okay, so like week 1 has to be this and has to be this, and so if something doesn't work, it's like something flops, okay, cut that off. We're gonna try something else next week. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be an ever-changing process. So we'll kind of see how things work out. You said you get to keep Ayuka as your 16th. Jesus Christ, brother. Respect. This is a different type of question, but what platforms allow you to publish articles for them, and what qualifications must you have? The spot where I became a senior analyst over at Player Profiler, so I got a little bit of credibility, just a little bit. So I don't really know what I'm talking about most of the time, but if you go Player Profiler, if you hit up like Matt Kelly or whatever, most of the time he lets you write. I think you write like your first however many articles for free, and then you become a senior analyst over time, and then whatever. So Player Profiler is where I started, so I would go there. But there's a lot of places where if you just, and I'll also say this, man, the place where I got the most traction, I stopped writing articles because like I don't think that people what am I trying to say? I don't think that people like really read articles anymore, and I hate to say that, and I don't mean that as a slight to anybody like in that like frame of like mindset or anything, but I don't think a lot of people are reading articles these days. And why I say that is that if I were you, man, if you want to write articles, write Twitter threads. My most interacted pieces of content like written weren't articles for a big website. It was on Twitter. I just wrote threads. Like that's how I got a lot of my growth on Twitter, is from writing threads and that kind of stuff. Any listener leagues left for your patrons? Not really. If there's like an overwhelming amount of people that want to get another one going, we could. What if you made videos breaking down film to help us learn how to analyze offenses? The problem is I'm not even good at film stuff. The numbers are much more where I win. Like that's why I would like to have, like, if I have somebody like guests on the show, like I would love to have a film guy on and kind of see like what he thinks. You know what I mean? Kind of see what like the film guy saw from like whatever week it was. But personally, I'm not big into film. What are we doing here? Is Ferkser a good play at tight end? Should we just go with something stupid? Let's go Ferkser. I don't love this team at all, I'll be honest with you guys. Yeah, I might have to put something out in the Discord and see if you guys want to run up another one. I'd kind of be down to do one before week 1. All right, so we're gonna get Albert Wilson as our last guy to stack with Tua. I think that's a solid team right there. Now look, only 3 running backs, but this is like we're getting very thin in a tournament setting. So it's 2-3-10-3. I don't know. It's an interesting setup. Yeah, Brett Coleman is easily the best film guy on YouTube. Just a question. How's the camera quality looking on the stream? How's the camera quality looking on the stream? Like, do I look like HD right now to you guys, or am I like kind of like played down on the stream? I gotta look at the quality afterwards, because I want to stream as like an actual video every week. Like I could stream my waiver wire takes and stuff like that, but the stream quality is like not great. And the problem is that the streams don't get as many views as like a normal video, because it's not like the same quality, and that's like what screws things up. But yeah, I don't know. What platform do you use for my main fantasy football team? I use ESPN. But yeah, fellas, it's 12:30 a.m. on a Monday. We're out here grinding. Sucks because it wasn't a super productive day today, but it was like Labor Day. I slept in. Didn't get as much work as I wanted to done because I kind of just got distracted and started, what am I trying to say? Planning out for next week, but I literally have nothing. Also, we're done. We're pretty much done here. 18th round is about to wrap up. How many people do we have in here right now? If you're watching this, make sure you leave a like. Helps the boy out in the algorithm. Yeah, I don't know. Tomorrow we'll probably be on StreamYard. I don't know. I just wanted to kind of mess around on OBS for a second here and see what's going on. But like I said, fellas, if you want to hop on Underdog, get better for your fantasy football leagues, hop on Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code Ron for a free $25 bonus on Underdog Fantasy. It's a best ball platform. You can go on there, really kind of get ready for your drafts coming up, man. It's the best way to do it instead of going on these mock drafts on ESPN and Yahoo. Make sure you go on Underdog to get ready for these drafts coming up. We got football on Thursday. I'm trying to hop into as many of these as possible. First place of this puppy, it's literally for $5. First place of this gets $200,000 to first place, so that's crazy. But that's going to do it for us today, fellas. I appreciate all you guys coming out, man. 12:30 a.m. We're out here grinding when no one else wants to come out here and grind. I'm out here putting out daily content for you guys. Still trying to figure out what we're going to be doing for next week, but I will tell you, we will have nothing but premium fire content for you guys. Now that's going to do it for today. I got to make sure I'm going to go answer anything that's like needs to be tended to on Discord, on Patreon, all that good stuff. So I'll see you guys